And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Running inside, it's Richard. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Finds the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Becker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Third and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense might bring the house here. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Richard. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana!
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Coming out with it, it's Compton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Here's Mensah to throw. Got the quick pass. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's shot. Just plowing ahead. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He makes the catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with...
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Lofton. What a cut, now he's loose. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Run in the red zone, it's Fletcher. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
When you're facing a big running back like this, you better get everybody to the football. Because when he's that big, he's going to break tackles. So you got to get a hold of him. The next guy, get a hold of him. Strap it on so it puts so much pressure on him, and you can get him to the ground.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Busts through behind his pad. Makes a grab and room to run. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really...
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Might be changing the route. Here's Mensah to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Upstairs, he's got it. Off and running. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Hoover. Finds his man, it's Chop. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Richard.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Might be calling a hot route. Finding open areas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. He's got it on the right. Runs through, man. He might have some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Thrust that arm out. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Drills him with the stiff arm. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Fletcher. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Marsh. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense wants to bring the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Canes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do... Makes the grab in their space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... Touchdown, Indiana! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kings offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Grab behind the line. It's Mueller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Lofton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the run, it's Fletcher. There's some room. Hits him with a stiff arm. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Hurricanes back on top.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Going with the counter play here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Hoover. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum, and keeping this drive alive.
On the ground with the counter. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense looks like they're coming. To the air, it's Hoover. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Might have a chance. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Mensah. Got his man on the outside. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pringle. Plows through the defense. Picks up the first down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? One more time, it's Brown. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. It's still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.